This is Las Meninas 11, and this is groupings or paintings. So in this video, what's talked about is like the pairings. This is the main focus, is like the pairings. So every single person has like a counterpart or is near someone. It's a male and a female, except for the Infanta Margarita, and she is by herself and kind of almost like in the center of the painting, like kind of the center or middle of the painting, and she's by herself, kind of to hint at the fact that she's kind of the main sole focus. I did find that quite interesting, and how that kind of adds more to the theory that she's the main person being focused on in the painting. I feel like that does back that theory, especially. So I did find it valuable for sure. And I did also find it compelling, especially because of that part alone. But also the paintings in the back, both by Peter Paul Rubens. So both were challenges. So in the first one, where the one on the right, it's about what's his name? Marsyas challenges Apollo to a flute playing contest, and then Athena challenges the mortal arcane to a weaving contest. And so in one, the mortal wins, which is arcane. Arachne, I don't know why I just said arcane. Arachne, she wins, and then Marsyas loses to Apollo. And both are punished, but it was really about them failing to recognize the divine source of their artistic endeavors, really. And then like how Velasquez is showing how painting, it's on the same playing fields actually as poetry and music. The noble, like it's in the same noble standard of those two things, arts. And it's like an argument for the virtue of painting and whether it comes from the heavens or lifelong practice of craft. And I did find that also compelling. But also I was thinking about how in one where Arachne, she wins, I feel like the reason she was punished was not for that lesson alone, but rather because of the fact that she won. But that's only what I think, because she won against a god, and I fear they don't like that. But what I was thinking about was how the painting, some also think that just Las Meninas itself was kind of to just show how he was on the same playing field as like the nobles. He wanted to be like the nobles, Velasquez. And I feel like this kind of insinuates that with the paintings, and how the mortals are in challenges against the gods, and how in those times in history, royals were seen to be like, I think like bloodlines of gods or chosen by God, things like that, like divine. And he had put himself like to show that he was like nobles as well. And that's what he wanted to prove with this painting, and through the painting as well, with its meanings, and putting people like him also recognized in this painting. I feel like that's what he was also trying to do. And through those paintings as well in the background. But yeah, that's Las Meninas, Project 11.